I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase a bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Rolling down, I'll give up everything. Daunting all, if I can see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that is so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting all, if I can see my dream, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything, what I want a reality. Rolling down, I'll give up everything, daunting all, if I can see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
That a song? What is that? That Raw Thoughts. What is that? Is that a song? It's a song, okay. I'll have to check it out. Morning, peoples, mornings. How is everybody doing this morning? Woo! How many times they get to re-release this damn game? Where's Cyberpunk 2? Like, come on, guys. Ooh, Gate Guard, let's go.
The gods appear.
Nope. Y'all done gave me a copyright thing yesterday. Took all my damn revenue yesterday. No more music. Nope. No more music. This looks like an interesting game. Ever since Paper Please, these have kind of like popped up every now and then. Oh, what the hell? Oh, he's got the plague, man. What the fuck? Ah! Oh. Is that a brain? What the hell? No. It's a duck. Is the duck? The duck is a tool? Hold on, wait a minute. The duck is a tool to detect people?
The gate will keep us safe, provided the gate isn't guarded by...
Yo, that's great. What? I'm gonna have to play this game. Bonk. I saw Mortal Shell 2 is coming out soon. This looks like it might be pretty damn good. I didn't play the first one. You want to play Mortal Shell? How's it going, Nigel? How's it going, Luke? Luke the goat. Oh.
Void of meaning. It is endless.
I've been playing, I haven't been able to touch it lately. Been kind of busy. It's so good. I agree with that. Crimson Desert is so good.
That's why she made you.
I don't think I'll keep playing it because there's two problems that this is 11 minutes. I did not realize this was 11 minutes. I don't like that I can't fast forward time. Because they have it on like a timer. And I don't like the fact that the dragon is timed. You can only have the dragon out for 15 minutes. And then it goes on a 59-minute cooldown. I don't like that. I think that's stupid for a single-player game to have. And it's kind of one of the things that have made me not want to touch the game at all. I kind of, like, started thinking about it last night. I played a little bit of it, and I was like, this game fucking sucks. Because what game is going to limit how many times you can sleep to fast-forward time if you've got missions in the game that require time to be fast-forward? And what game is going to hinder your ability to use an ability that you got through completing the main campaign? I don't like that, especially not for a single-player game. I might buy it for PC when there's a bunch of mods out for it, and I might use what I'll do is I'll either use console commands to fast-forward time, or I'll just download a mod that takes all that stupid shit away. You're not gonna fucking sit there and tell me what I can and can't do in a single-player game. That's dog shit. I don't like that. It actually, like, pisses me off the more I think about it. You need to let your players have freedom whenever it comes to their games. Stop trying to control every goddamn aspect of a game. You're not helping the player experience. You're not making it fun for anybody else. It's not a multiplayer experience. Fuck off. It's so annoying. Stop trying to sit here and be so controlling over a single player game. It's so annoying. Free lane update? What the hell is this shit? Oh man, look, the empty open game has nothing to add. IGN seems to be the only one that doesn't have their head up their ass when it comes to their audio. WIGN. I talk a lot of mad shit about IGN, but at least they know how to make a goddamn video. Really?
did work in a morgue once, but I don't consider it a job so much as a lifelong passion. Good talk.
What? There's a, is there an autopilot for pirate combat now? That'd be great if there was. What? Yo, I didn't know you could be invisible.
The further you go outside of settled space, the more you will need to rely on your own outposts.
Huh. Oh, what? You could actually fucking use, you could use meteors now? Hold on, wait a minute. This might actually be kind of cool. Okay. Okay. Maybe they are trying to actually turn it into a good game, guys. Who knows? Maybe they're actually trying. Oh, I'm so hyped for this game. You have no idea. If you guys only knew how hyped I am for this fucking game!
For years, we've pursued one goal. Total immersion. Introducing Helmet Vision. Feel every moment like never before.
Yo! Alright, you gotta give credit where credit's due, man. I'm sorry.
Choose from 3 different helmet visors.
But can you do it in first person? Can you do it in first person, and whenever you do like a 180 swing, do you lose vision of the actual thing you're swinging at? Like, do you do a full 180 in the helmet vision? That's the real question. These are the things we need to know.
Or for the ultimate test of courage.
There's like no screen, bro!
Switch to visor up mode. Helmet Vision. You won't
Jesus.
see it coming.
Oh, that was the first game. That's not the second game, that's the first game. Oh, what's this? Oh, hold on, what is this? Whoa, hold on.
Never free. We let you run just far enough to feel it. You are still on a leash.
But is there any actual gameplay? Oh, he's got friends. Oh, so it's going to be a 3-player co-op. Oh, look, we got gameplay. Hold on. Yeah, no, that looks like shit. No, thank you. Oh, Goat Sim. Ooh. Yo, that was like the original, like, streamer slop right there, boys. Oh. Damn, you about to head off to work? That sucks, man. What the hell? How'd that happen? Looks like that's it. All right, all right. So apparently CNN did a thing for Hassan. You know we gotta react to this. We gotta react to this.
Uh-oh.
Might not be a household name,
Oh,
at least among
ouch.
adults, but ask your kids.
Among adults.
His new role as a midterm surrogate for some Democrats is proof that his political influence is expanding far beyond the streaming platform Twitch, where he has taken up residence. He is, without question, an online influencer with nearly 3 million
that's
followers.
right.
His rise
But remember,
as a prominent...
whenever I react to Fox News, I'm supposed to go to CNN. That's what that one guy said. Remember this, boys. I'm supposed to take seriously... I don't think CNN is actually promoting Hassan. I'm going to be quite frank with you. I don't think they are. I haven't seen this. I don't know what it's about. But any person that's telling me that I need to watch somebody that supports Hamas, a terrorist organization, can go straight to hell. Hassan, on record, has stated multiple times that he supports Hamas. This is not a fact. This is not a lie. This is not allegations. This is a known fact. And if CNN has actually done their homework, they would know this as well.
On the left is now driving a wedge between Democrats, and for good reason. Hassan Piker's past and present is checkered with controversial, if not outrageous, if not bigoted comments like this one.
America deserved 9/11, dude. F it. I'm saying it. We totally put it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit.
The ultra-Orthodox Jews leaving Israel.
I don't understand why they always use the 9/11 one. I don't, because you can easily...
you could say the same thing with him supporting the Hamas people. That's probably the worst one.
Make an argument that American interventionism caused radicalization in the Middle East, which is what he's saying. Like, I feel like there's like 50 other clips that are worse than that. Like, that's just my opinion.
Real hilarious. Okay? If they serve in the military and then they get their untrained, inbred asses shipped into southern Lebanon.
Oh, I remember this.
Again, very funny.
You know, it's Hassan Piker calling Orthodox Jews inbred. Piker has also posted comments such as these, where he unequivocally sides with Hamas.
Okay. Oh my God, they brought it up. Okay. Man, I'm going to have to start watching me some more CNN. Okay.
Piker has also posted comments such as these, where he unequivocally sides with Hamas, calling them the...
Okay. I see you, CNN. I see you. Okay.
Lesser of two Israels compared to the government evils. Lesser of two evils compared to the government of Israel. Piker has since apologized for his comments on 9/11, but he stood by the rest. He's accusing others of taking him out of context. In a Wall Street Journal op-ed, the leaders of the Democratic think tank Third Way write, quote, "Mr. Piker is anti-American, anti-women, anti-Western, and anti-Semitic. No Democrat."
And this is the culture that is infesting the Democratic Party. I was going to say that earlier in this. It's no longer the Democratic Party it is being infested with these anti-Western and anti-American ideals. And what makes it anti-Western also makes it anti-woman. Because if you think about it, what cultures mostly want the death of Americans? Places like Iran. Well, what the fuck how many rights do you have in Iran as a woman? Not very many. Not very many at all, actually. So, like, whenever I hear anti-Western and anti-American, I immediately am like, oh, well, that's like a Middle Eastern country right there. No rights for women. That's just automatically lumped in for the most part. Like,
should engage with him. All should seek to push him to the fringe where he belongs, unquote.
These people are infesting the Democratic Party. They're using the weakness that the Democrats have, and they're systematically getting voted in slowly but surely. Like, think about New York. That's what Mandami is. He has a mostly, like, I'm just going to say, he has a mostly Muslim voter base. Whenever those two guys in New York tried to blow up those cops, you notice how he didn't try to alienate the Muslim culture. That's what it boils down to. They are importing their race of people that they have the same ideology with, and then they are using the votes that they get to turn the American culture into this. This is what we have been fighting since day one, right here. They're already doing it in Britain. They're trying to take away dogs. This is what is infesting every place of the world right now. This is where all of your problems are stemming from, right here.
I mean, anybody who does anything to try to, like, kind of minimize or delegitimize criticism of, or promote, or provide,
and then whenever you criticize their religion for not allowing women to have more rights, or, you know, for R-ing women whenever they get thrown in jail, it's called anti-Semitism. Or there was another name for it, actually. He says it quite a bit. It is a made-up word. It's like is it anti-Semitism? I don't think it's anti-Semitism. It's not anti-Semitic. I know that. I can't think of the word right now.
Like, help to, any of these terrorist groups, right? The Houthis, Hamas, Iran as a country, really is obviously anti-woman and anti-Semitic. I mean, really. I mean, because these people, Hamas doesn't want to kill Israel. People in Israel, they want to kill all Jews.
Is it like Islam? I don't know.
Houthis have it. It's literally in, like, their flag, or like their like mission, like, like your mission statement as a company. Well, their mission statement says they want to curse all the Jews. I mean, it doesn't say all the Israelis. It says all the Jews. So, I mean, it's just categorically true.
Hassan Piker,
and they kill them too. Like, it's not like this is some person with opinions. I mean, they do also kill them.
Recently become an issue in Michigan. It's home to a competitive three-way Democratic primary for governor. Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed, one of the three candidates and a former CNN commentator, announced that Piker will join him for 2 rallies in April. His opponents quickly seized on that, slamming the decision as unacceptable, calling Piker not somebody that you should be campaigning with.
Well, the reason why they're probably doing this, there is a coalition of people that will try to make excuses for, allow, and then create inroads for Islamic radical extremism. And I think that Hassan does this. Like, there will never be a time.
There are content creators that are doing this and they don't even realize it. They may be collecting money from outside sources because they're not allowed to say, like, certain things about a certain culture. And they don't even realize that they're doing this. Now, I'm not going to speak for them, but if you don't understand what you're saying, and you're saying it anyway because you're collecting a paycheck, then you need to stop, look yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself what the fuck you're doing. You do.
where Hassan will side with America against radical Islam. This will never happen, and the odds are that this other guy is the exact same. That's the reason why they're doing it. It's actually that simple. And as soon as you, like, and again, if you don't believe what I'm saying, look in the past and wait in the future. And it will be proven every single time.
Moment when there's clearly a lot of pain and trauma across
That's
our state. Ardonio Sullivan caught up with Piker over the weekend at a No Kings rally in New York and asked how he fits into the Democratic Party's future.
Yo, the W astronauts, by the way. W astronauts. I watched the whole thing. I got it pulled up on a later tab, so if any of y'all missed it, I got it pulled up on a tab a little bit later. It's not the whole thing, but it's a nice little rundown of everything, I think. I hope. Yo, W astronauts, go get them, boys. We taking on the moon, and we taking on terrorists at the same time, and you trying to tell me that my country sucks? Fuck no, dude. My country's awesome.
You have become an issue within the Democratic Party yourself. Tell us about that.
I don't think I'm necessarily an issue within the Democratic Party as much as I am an issue for a lot of consultants. I don't want fascism to win in this country. I don't want Republicans to win in this country. We can argue on the methods. Maybe you think that my worldview and my values and the policies that I want politicians to represent might be different than yours. But at the end of the day, I think we have the same goals.
I should note, I misspoke. It's a Michigan Senate primary, not governor primary. Jonah Platt is with us. He's the host of Being Jewish with Jonah Platt podcast. Peter Hamby is the founding partner of Puck News. And Peter, look, obviously he has said a lot of things that a lot of people find outrageous, and he called one Jew a Zionist pig dog. He has called Hamas the Palestinian resistance. He has justified October 7th and on and on and on. What does his influence tell you about where the Democratic Party stands today? And I guess,
there's a lot of fucking... the thing is that he is a representation of the coalition that's being built that is anti-American.
That's right, Asmon Daddy, that's right.
And anti-white.
Yo, low-key, I'm thinking about going in there one day. If I ever get, like, a little bit, like, enough money, I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to donate, like, a couple $100 and be like, Asmon Daddy. Just to see what he says, bro. Actually, you know what? I think he gets kind of pissed off if you call him that, funny enough. I actually think he gets kind of pissed. I think back in his older, like, gaming days, people used to do that shit a lot to piss him off.
What he is. I mean, he's going to push for and advocate for things that will work against those things.
Yeah, I think it pisses him off. If anything, I could probably catch a permaban for that. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't do that.
White people, religious solidarity against Christianity, and ideological solidarity against capitalism and Western thought. That's what's going to happen.
You're right. It's the extreme views that fuck everything up. That's what's going on. Is like, it's not the people that want to come here and assimilate and enjoy the culture. They come from and it's going to stay that way too. These other countries that have, like, in order to move from a country, that country has to approve you moving away from it. Well, if you have a religious regime that you're trying to push on other countries and you want to take more land, well, what better way to do that than to make sure that everybody that's going to a different country is an extremist? That's why it's so imperative that we take care of the Iranian regime.
The thing is that a lot of people don't want to say this way. You're Christian, though? I'm not Christian.
And if you think I'm lying, look at it this way. Think about how many terrorist attacks we had the day after we bombed the shit out of Iran. Think about it.
But I want to live in a Christian country. Does that make sense? And culturally...
And I agree with that. I would much rather live in a Christian country. I may not necessarily, praise the Lord, but I would much rather live in a Western country with Christian ideals and Christian values. I would. Any day of the week.
there are a lot of people that are not really Muslims, but they're culturally Muslims, right? They practice Ramadan. They, like maybe they pray once or twice a day, and maybe they don't eat pork, but they don't go to the mosque every week or anything else. Like, there's obviously very clearly a massive difference there.
Despite those comments, or because of those comments?
I think it's despite those comments a little bit. I mean, back to your first question, what it says about the party. I think Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed is looking for a lane in a three-way primary. He is slightly behind in the polling. And like a lot of Democrats and a lot of progressives...
They're behind in the polling because their voter base is being deported. I mean, that's why. Like, let's be honest here.
The 2024 election wants to connect with young people, connect with young men, go into the manosphere, go into the podcast space.
Yeah.
It just so happens that Hassan Piker is aligned with a lot of Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed's views on healthcare, on taxing the rich and billionaires, etc. He is a Bernie AOC.
Why do you think they're so ready to shut down the government and make sure TSA doesn't get funding? Why do you think they're trying to defund the Department of Homeland Security? It's because that they're systematically removing all these people that they've built up over the past few years to be their voter base. Like, that's why.
Zoran. They're
getting systematically cooked and they know it.
But with that, he has a long reputation of saying all of the things you just played here. I was just talking to you before the segment. I mean, I think it is a risk for Abdul Al-Sayed to have him come into the state.
He's not, because it's the same audience of people.
It's the same people. Yeah. Yeah, no, like if you find yourself aligned with Hassan, then it doesn't matter to what anybody else thinks, because if you know that you have the same, like, I know for a fact that there's a good chance that because I fit practically underneath Asmongold for the most part. Like, I know that my audience is going to pretty much mirror his 1-to-1. It's the same thing with this. Like, why do you think he's turning to Hassan? Because he knows his audience. He knows who he's going to need to get votes from. That's why.
Not for that guy. I mean, it's the same people.
It's an obvious risk, but he is grasping for votes in a crowded three-way primary in a state, Michigan, which you remember from 2024, both in the primary, the Democratic primary, and the general election, has a lot of Arab and Muslim voters outside of Detroit, in Dearborn Heights, and Democrats have been suffering there, and I think he's trying to grab onto them. He's doing rallies at Michigan, in Michigan State, so he's trying to go after young people.
Well, Dearborn is another example of them trying to create a racial coalition and a religious coalition, and then vote and make decisions based off of that. I think this is the continual, this is the common thread between all of these things. It's so obviously the case. And it's so bad over there that they were worried about talking about the good thing that the Ayatollah Khomeini is dead. This is the guy in Iran that systematically killed thousands of his own people and has oppressed them for nearly 50 years. Well, not.
But I think that the veil is being slowly uncovered with a lot of these people now. Like, I mean, you saw the hammer and sickle and communism down in the No Kings protest. Like, these people are openly advocating for communism. For fuck's sake, like, the veil is only going to get more and more shown the more this happens. And it's crazy to me because I see someone with pink hair who doesn't know what gender they are advocating for communism, and I think to myself, what the hell would Stalin think of this? Well, I don't really need to know what he thinks of it. I know what he would do. Like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? It's just, it's like all rationality and common sense are just out the window now. Like, what the fuck?
This is like, it should be the easiest decision of your life. And why is it not an easy decision? Well, it's because you've brought a bunch of radical Muslims into the country that agree with him. That's the reason why. And I think it's obvious that's the problem. And it's a huge problem.
I remember to see a communist flag in a protest in America before 2016, bro. Oh my God, the amount of like just negative sentiment you would have towards anything that involves that is just it. Holy crap. You would have people panicking.
I do want to point out, Jake, that you said in the intro that he's not a household name. The Speaking with American Men project, which was launched to study men by Democrats after
oh yeah, how'd that go?
2024,
Not so good.
Hassan Piker's name among young men. He's not well known at all. About half of young people don't know who he is. And then his favorable rating, he's -9%. He's underwater with faves. Only 20% of young men have a favorable opinion of Hassan Piker. And that's sort of why I say, is it
I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Huh. Who knows? Perhaps the American people aren't as dumb as they want you to think that they are. Huh. Big surprise. Dog Shocker isn't favored. Huh.
Gamble.
Interesting.
And he's referring to Americans, by the way. He's not referring to other countries, which, if you must know, a lot of these anti-Western, anti-American values are obviously foreigners that have tried to push this in America thinking that it's going to work. And, well, it's not working anymore. Thankfully, it's not working anymore. Hopefully, it stays that way.
Third way, they wrote, "We're all for a big tent, but the Democratic Party needs to draw a line in the sand. Hassan Piker and his fellow Jew haters belong on the other side." Donny O'Sullivan asked Piker to respond to critics who call him anti-Semitic. He quoted a few things that Piker had said, especially Zionist dog or Zionist pig. Or I think the actual quote was Zionist pig dog, whatever that means. Here is Piker's response.
I've spent my entire professional media career and far beyond that combating anti-Semitism.
You have to realize that he went to college for this. He went to college for this. And now whenever you look up Hassan's name, all you see is Hassan Shock or Hassan Dog. Remember, no matter how many bridges you build, you can build... Here's the saying that he goes with. You can build 20 bridges and suck one dick. And I hate to break it to you, but if you suck that one dick, you're not a bridge builder, you're a dick sucker. That's all there is to it.
I've been doxxed.
Did you ban the people that were spamming hearts for the manifesto of the person that murdered 2 Israeli diplomats in cold blood? Did you ban them in your long career of combating anti-Semitism? No, you didn't. No, you did not. So, well.
Swatted by neo-Nazis for my consistent advocacy against anti-Semitism. I just also happen to be an avowed anti-Zionist. I believe Zionism is a very racist ideology. It's an ethno-religious supremacist ideology, and it's the underpinning ideology that has caused the genocide of Palestinians in the hands of Israel and also the United States.
I wonder what Hamas thinks about other ideologies. I wonder, like if Hamas was in...
Sorry, you dropped your drink, my bad. I'll be careful next time.
Control, do you think that there'd be any Jews? Goodbye, Jews! Yeah, I wonder, guys. Oh, wow, it's a big mystery.
States of America.
Jonah, there's a lot to unpack there. What's your response?
Yeah, I mean, what Piker does that a lot of people of his ilk do is they try to inoculate themselves against...
I think that them showing this on CNN is a damn good thing. Let me tell you why. They are not willing to align themselves with this obvious, blatant, anti-American, anti-Western ideology that has infested most of the internet. It shows, and hear me out when I say this, it shows their pure Democrat nature. It does. It shows that whoever's still running CNN isn't willing to bend the knee to this. This may be the only true Democratic legacy media station we have right now. Because a lot of people, it's kind of the same thing that happened with Trump and his immigration policies. Obama did the same thing and he was a Democrat. A lot of people have twisted everything about politics in the past 10 years. What the Republicans are doing now, the Democrats used to do. And the Republicans were more money for themselves. They advocated for the rich people. The rich people know that if they're not careful right now, the cultures that are not American first and not Western culture, they will end up getting all their money taken away. All of it. They will have no more power in a place like Iran or a place like China. That's why you see these Republicans stepping up to the plate now, because they know their entire bank accounts on the chopping block. Because it is. These anti-Western, anti-American countries that want communism for all will take every dime and make everybody equal except for the government officials. You should want the Republicans to stay in power, because if they don't, if you think it's bad now, just imagine a place where you're not allowed to own a dog. Just imagine that.
Claims of Jew hatred by pointing it out in places that aren't them. He's been very clear pointing things out on the right. Oh, that's anti-Semitism. These are the tropes they use. And then he'll use the exact same tropes and just sub-Jew for Israel, which is the place where all Jews collectively have a connection to, and is the homeland where more than 50%.
Isn't it crazy that they can't even have one country, some shithole that's the size of New Jersey, Israel, they can't even have that?
Well, I mean, in Canada, they're already taking people's guns. They just passed a law that went into effect yesterday where they're trying to take people's guns now in Canada.
I mean, bro, think about, like, god damn. People are just not having it. Just let them have it, man. God damn.
Percent of Jews on planet Earth live. So it's not, he would never say Jews control the media, but Israel controls them.
These No Kings are completely comfortable.
What's that? What's that look like to you? What's that look like to you? That looks like a communist flag to me. I mean, what does that look like to you? Where'd that guy go? Nobody advocates for communism. Buy a dictionary or better stick to gaming. So, Jay, what's that look like to you? That looks like a fucking communist flag to me. Do you know what one looks like? Do you know what a communist flag looks like, guy? Oh, you a generational crash out. Okay. That looks like a communist flag to me. All I had to do was type up communist flags and No Kings protest. I wonder what that is. That looks like a communist flag, don't it? Where'd you go? You don't tell me you roached out. I mean, what kind of flag is that? Surely that's not a communist. Surely I'm just stupid, right? I should pick up a dictionary. Maybe you should pick up a dictionary. Maybe you should pay attention to what's going on in the world. Maybe you should put your dictionary down. Oh, don't tell me you're going to roach out. I mean, I want to know what kind of flag that is. What kind of flag is that? I mean, surely that's not a... Surely I'm stupid, right? I don't know what kind of flag that is. You obviously know more than me. Nothing? Damn, that sucks. All that shit talking you was doing and now you just gone? What happened? You acted like you had a big pee-pee 5 seconds ago. Where'd it go? What's that? Oh, you was chirping up a storm and now you gone. Here, let me help you. Let me help you. There you go, buddy. That way you ain't got to worry about coming back. What?
Now, Hassan Piker. Mike.
Old blood. Did you ban them in your long career of
this ideology, and it's the underpinning ideology that has caused the genocide of Palestinians.
What countries practice communism? China, Cuba, Laos, North Korea, and Vietnam. There you go, fucktard. You want to catch a ban too? We can ban you too if you want. I mean, it's no skin off my back. It gets one less stupid ass out of the, call me flag, dude. The wolf stun. China. Oh, thank you. By the way, Grimhead, W Grimhead.
In the hands of Israel and also the United States.
I wonder what Hamas thinks about other ideologies. I wonder, you know, like if Hamas was in control, do you think that there'd be any Jews? Goodbye, Jews! Yeah, I wonder, guys. Oh, wow, it's a big mystery.
States of America.
Jonah, there's a lot to unpack there. What's your response?
Yeah, I mean, what Piker does that a lot of people of his ilk do is they try to inoculate themselves against claims of Jew hatred by pointing it out in places that aren't them. He's been very clear pointing things out on the right. Oh, that's anti-Semitism. These are the tropes they use. And then he'll use the exact same tropes and just sub-Jew for Israel, which is the place where all Jews collectively have a connection to.
I don't really care how many people protest Trump. At the end of the day, if they really cared about it, where were they when they needed to vote for anybody other than Trump? Where were they at? Now that he's the sitting president because they never went out to vote, that's not Trump's fault. Like, they're mad because Trump is currently the president. Well, you should have went out and voted. Where was the support for the other candidate when it mattered? And now you're just angry that he's doing everything he said he was going to do? How does that make any sense? If you really have a problem with it, then vote a different party in the next election. That doesn't give you the right to just go out and start burning things to the ground. Instead of burning things to the ground and stealing and looting and throwing bricks at police officers, maybe rally your political party together so that way you'll have a candidate that everybody wants to vote on next election. There are so many other things that you can do.
And is the homeland where more than 50%...
Isn't it crazy that they can't even have one country, some shithole that's the size of New Jersey?
I see that comment quite a bit. I see that comment so much. It's just sad that people that claim that they voted for Trump really didn't vote for Trump. And we all know they didn't. We all know they didn't. Because if they did, they would have been listening to what he was saying. They would have been listening. But they didn't. Nobody listened to what Donald Trump was saying.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly. One word. Pretty straightforward.
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care. I don't care. They've got to be stopped.
98% of Canadian gun owners told their government
Here we go.
themselves. The government's response?
This is what they want to do to America.
Cool. We're sending police to your house.
The declaration period for firearms owners is scheduled to end next week. So far, only 2.5% of the estimated 2 million affected firearms have been declared, and 98% of firearms owners haven't made a declaration.
Canada banned 2,500 types of firearms, gave gun owners until March 31st, essentially today, to declare them. 1 week before the deadline, 2.5% compliance. 2.5. That's not a slow rollout. That's a full-on rejection.
So if they're not declaring by next week, what's your plan, Minister?
The plan we have is, as of March the 31st, the time to...
Don't tell me what I don't know. Don't tell me what I should know. I know everything I need to know. Your propaganda pushing isn't going to work here. Try it somewhere else.
They can't even have that. I mean, bro, think about, like, god damn. People are just not having it.
Sitting in his mom's my mom's dead, and Texas doesn't have basements. What's your argument other than insulting somebody? I'm actually employed. I work for you. I'm a streamer. I make money off of this. No, I don't usually eat until dinner. I usually end up cooking myself, if need be. But that's fine. It's not like you're gonna have anything of substance anyway, right?
Just let him have it, man. God damn.
Percent of Jews on planet Earth live. So it's
Right.
not, he would never say Jews control the
they get
media,
kicked
but
out
Israel
again?
controls the media.
The 110th country is going to be Israel. Oh my God.
And, you know,
Right.
the Jews didn't pull us into the war with Iran and control the American
Uh-huh.
government, but Israel does.
Yeah.
And so he's able to sort of get away with some of this stuff in these subtle ways when really his impact is just as harmful as any out and out anti-Semite. Just he's got a different name and he comes from a different wing of politics.
It's interesting.
Oh
Politico.
yeah, if y'all new here, sub to the channel. We do this every day. We're live every single day, dealing with the same stupid. Like, I love that these people that come in and make these stupid ass comments. Y'all do realize y'all are not the first ones that have made. Like, I have a list dedicated specifically for information. Whenever I get somebody that comments the same shit from the day before and the day before, I do this 7 days a week. Every day from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. There is nothing that I haven't seen that I haven't already seen. It's the same shit. Y'all can't even come up with any original ideas. It's the same shit every day. Why do you think I got the playlist? I got that shit on go. All I gotta do is just show it. I ain't even gotta do anything else. Please sub to the channel, like the stream. Every little bit helps. We also got a channel membership. Feel free to check out the channel membership.
The latest on the...
Okay, let's move on from that. We got a lot more other... Asman actually was on par yesterday. This is the rocket launch. Tell me my country isn't the best. We are the only country in the world fighting off a war and winning massively and launching rockets to go to the moon. W astronauts, W NASA. W NASA, W America, let's get 'em, boys. If you haven't been to NASA, strongly recommend it.
Is this the strongest rocket of all time?
NASA has ever launched. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Imagine being the guy who can do the...
Let's go! OTR got the gold! Welcome to the Got Good. Get those exclusive emotes, by the way.
Countdown.
5 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition.
NASA is so... I love NASA. I fucking love going to NASA.
Damn.
I think I've probably visited NASA more than I have been to any other, like, theme park style place.
Stop.
It's actually happening.
The crew of Artemis 2 now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage
That's
begins.
right, boys.
What happened to the... Oh my...
Good roll pitch.
Damn.
If y'all missed the launch yesterday, bro, y'all missed out on a historical event.
Roll pitch.
Damn!
Houston now controlling the flight of integrity on the Artemis.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna have to go back to NASA and get me some of them patches, man. I got, here. I got all of them, baby. That's all the missions. That's all of them. I'm gonna have to go back and get me an updated patch.
Integrity, AMT high.
That's a rocket? Yeah. Holy fuck, look at that.
Mission elapsed time.
Damn.
Passing 1 minute. Approaching max Q.
On, Ponce de Leon. Stan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon. Have you the same?
Signal transport confirmed as integrity and its crew go supersonic. Confirmed separation. Main engines throttling up. Guidance
shit.
converged.
Yo, low key, I'm gonna go to one of these one year. Yo, maybe, because I know that this is supposed to be them going to the moon and back. Maybe if things are played out right, the next time they launch to go to the moon, maybe I'll go there and stream it.
Those are the booster things, yeah. Fuck.
Wouldn't that be fucking low key legit?
Guidance converged, performance nominal, upper stage
shit.
RTS ready.
It's round, guys.
That's right. Let's make families great again. You have a good day, OTR. We'll be back on tomorrow. Same day, same time, every day. Every day.
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Just wait till they... Oh, bro. No. Turn it off. Turn
Bro,
it off.
flat earthers be crying right now. The whole thing just falling apart, man.
Off. No. Look how fast it took. And now they're already up in space and shit. God damn. Shut it down. No.
Houston integrity, good last jettison, great view. And
W NASA.
Clear on Tidris at the Carmen line.
Greatest April Fool's joke
3
ever.
minutes 50 seconds so the flight of Artemis 2.
Yeah, it did happen on April 1st, didn't it?
Boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy.
Wait, guys, why is there a Sora logo at the corner?
We see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Damn, look at that.
Integrity, 3 engine press.
On time now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds.
Look at how dark that is, though. Look at how dark the vastness of space is. Like, think about that for a second. That usually whenever you see space stuff, like movies, you see how it's kind of got that glow into the backdrop. The stars kind of light up the... Nah, dude, that's not how it looks. Space is so dark. Pitch black.
Radiation affects the camera?
About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage.
We'll watch out for the space debris. Oh, shit.
I think it was that movie First Man, where, like, it had Neil Armstrong, and he was in the piloting seat, and then that booster started, like, spinning real fast, and you saw the glow from the planet, and then you saw darkness, and that happened really quick. Yo, whenever, it kind of sunk in, whenever I saw that movie, whenever you see that scene where he's looking up and you don't see anything, whenever he's, like, kind of peering out of the window, how dark it is, it kind of sunk into me, and I was like, holy shit, it's that dark. It's that dark out there.
Integrity and nominal MECO, core stage separated.
Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, or ICPS, still
Space
attached to
is
the
so
Orion
cool.
spacecraft.
Space is so cool.
I was laying in bed.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait your damn turn. There we go.
In bed reading these arguments for birthright citizenship, and I was mauling. Supreme Court appears poised to strike down Trump's executive order that ends birthright citizenship for illegal aliens on the Fourth Amendment. I'm gonna be honest. If the Supreme Court strikes it down, we need a new Supreme Court. The idea that you can have two fucking illegals that come over, have a kid here, and that kid is defaulted into America is bullshit. So fucking.
How come it is that America is the only country in the world that hasn't patched out that exploit? Birthright citizenship needs to end.
Retarded. We need to find a way to get her taken off the Supreme Court. This is insane. Listen to this.
On being born in whatever country you're from. That's what everybody recognizes.
Yes.
But you also have local allegiance when you are on the soil of this other sovereign. And
what a stupid bitch. Did the people flying the planes into the Twin Towers on 9/11 have allegiance to America because they were on American soil?
I was thinking, you know, I, a U.S. citizen, am visiting Japan.
Yeah.
And what it means.
I'm Japanese now.
Is that, you know, if I steal someone's wallet in Japan, the Japanese authorities can arrest me and prosecute me. It's allegiance, meaning can they control you as a matter of.
Allegiance is control? So, wait a minute. Is Johnny Somali allied with Korea? Is Vitali allied with the Philippines?
So does that mean, like, if you invade another country, you're allied with that country? What the fuck is that mentality? Does that mean we're allied with Iran? Hello?
Is Maduro allied with America now because he's in American jail? How the fuck did she become a Supreme Court justice? We need to have some way, send her back to McDonald's. You need to go and retire. Can we just pay her her salary and you just go home and don't say anything ever again? Remember, she wouldn't define a woman?
I'm not fucking surprised. I am not. I was wondering if she was one of those. And I guess she was. Motherfucker.
You provide a definition for the word woman.
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can also rely on them.
If you don't know how to define a woman, or you don't want to say what a woman can do that a man can't do, it means that your ideology has altered your ability to be a logical thinker in a place where logically thinking is what makes people live and what makes people die. If you can't define a woman, and you are a doctor, and you are held to a standard, and you say that you cannot define a woman, you do not need to be a doctor. As an EMT, I was an EMT. The dosage that you would give a man, a male, is different than a dosage than you would give to a woman when it comes to certain drugs. You know why? Because even if a woman is the exact same age as a man and is the exact same stature as a man, their body does not take the drugs the same way a man does. A man's system is almost completely different than a woman's for obvious biological fucking reasons. Like, the fact that you are not willing as a doctor or even as a Supreme Court person to be able to put this ideology aside shows that you're willing to fuck people's lives up simply to push your goal and narrative instead of what's best for them. You shouldn't be in your seat. You need to be fucking removed. When you start living in your little fairy tale, telling yourself that these things aren't a problem, you need to be removed because you have corrupted your purpose. You're willing to tell somebody that needs psychiatric help, mentally ill, that it's because they're trapped in another body simply to push your goal or your ideology. You need to be removed because you're going to do way more harm than good. You need to go. You need to go. You need to go bye-bye.
If my wallet is stolen, to, under Japanese law, go and prosecute the person who has stolen it. So there's this relationship based on, even though I'm a temporary...
So a foreign terrorist that comes into the United States to blow up a building, he can rely on us to arrest him, and that means he's allied with the United States. Oh my God.
Temporary traveler. I'm just on vacation in Japan. I'm still locally owing allegiance in that sense.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you get knocked out and pop out a baby in Japan and see how that goes for you?
By virtue of being in the United States.
That's absolutely right, Justice Jackson. And
you gotta do something about
Oh man, we've got the Council of Karens.
This is crazy. Like, these people, they're co-opting the largest and most important court inside of America to push a basically radical takeover of the country. It's a bad idea to have a bunch of illegals, an entire industry in China that's built around having kids and maliciously taking advantage of our laws. They're coming over here, spawning kids here, and then taking advantage of our systems. This should be a 9-0 decision. And the only question would be how retroactive.
How the fuck is this even up to the Supreme Court? Why not just put it as a vote? Make it a vote. Put it in the election next year. Make people vote on it.
Should we make this?
Push voter ID and then make actual Americans vote on it. Let them decide.
The only point of contention at all.
The fact that the Supreme Court can just do that is just ridiculous. It's crazy.
The latest on the Operation Epic Fury, President.
Court appears poised to strike down Trump's executive order that ends birthright citizenship for illegal aliens on the Fourth Amendment. I'm gonna be honest. If the Supreme Court strikes it down, we need a new Supreme Court. We do. Like, this is our laws. Ban idea, intelligent justification for why somebody has a gun. That's the reason why. Like, no argument for that. Absolutely.
Element to it. And so Senator Fessenden stands up and says, well, that can't be right because, you know, obviously, what about the children of temporary visitors? It has this, you know, it's another one of these statements that has this appeal to a background understanding that...
He's right about this, is that the implication of that question is that it's not pawn that they have has and U.S. time. It's insane.
To have allegiance to
any allegiance or jurisdictional and exchange
soil was what was being adopted.
Yeah, that exchange strongly supports us. If you look at it in context, Senator Wade has introduced a version that says only birth on U.S. soil and doesn't have.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the sound of that, Senator Wade. Kind of like the sound of that, boys.
Senator Wade has introduced a version that says only...
No, I don't want to deal with that. I'm kidding, by the way.
...birth on U.S. soil and doesn't have any allegiance or jurisdictional element to it. And so Senator Fessenden...
I don't think the United States is ready for how fucking... I don't think the U.S. is ready for the kind of stuff that either me or Asman would do to the country. It's just not ready for that yet.
Up and says, well, that can't be right.
This place would be a fucking paradise. I'll say that, though.
Because, you know, obviously, what about the children of temporary visitors? It has this, you know, it's another one of these statements that has this appeal to a background understanding that...
He's right about this, is that the implication of that question is that it's not referring to people that are non-citizens. That is the implication of that follow-up question. Because why would you need to draw a distinction if that distinction was already understood? Well, you wouldn't need to do that. He's completely right about this. So, yeah, early version of ChatGPT did not cheat, but it's our cheat later on versions. Well, I don't know about that. And I just got timed out twice for highlighting my message twice. For highlighting my message twice, you're gonna get timed out again. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you're tagging me and you're complaining. I don't like that. Oh, bro, I don't like this guy. Yeah, we might have to ban him. I don't know about that. Second Amendment's useless anyway. The government's way too strong to overthrow if it was tyrannical. Well, that's not really what's going to happen. So,
damn, that actually sounds kind of good. I'm not going to lie. 4 day weeks, and then a 1 month paid vacation for every worker. Dude,
I'm going to be honest. She is so fucking retarded. We need to find a way to get her taken off the Supreme Court. This is insane. Listen to this.
Okay, well,
reliance on
what do we do with, I mean, that's a debate, and it's a discussion, very valid, but then we have a subsequent debate between Fessenden and Wade, where the same concept
I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like the other one.
on being born in whatever country you're from. That's what everybody recognizes.
Yes.
But you also have local allegiance when you are on the soil of this other sovereign. And
what a stupid bitch. Did the people flying the planes into the Twin Towers on 9/11 have allegiance to America because they were on American soil? How can you be so fucking retarded? Do we have allegiance to Afghanistan whenever we're invading Afghanistan?
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
This is... Oh, my God.
How do you even get this interpretation of it? I don't understand. Like, this is somebody that's willing to twist the words of anything they see to fit their narrative. They don't logically think about what they're doing. They're just trying to make the words fit the narrative regardless of how stupid it sounds. You cannot have these people in these kind of positions. You cannot. These people will be the reason the entire United States economy is completely bankrupt. You have to disenfranchise and remove these people. You have to strip them of all their titles, and they must go down in disgrace. They have to. Because what they're doing is disgraceful. It's a violation of everything that they went to college for.
We gotta get rid of her. Holy fuck.
And I was thinking, I, a U.S. citizen, am visiting Japan.
Yeah.
And what it means...
I'm Japanese now.
...is that, if I steal someone's wallet in Japan... the Japanese authorities can arrest me and prosecute me. It's allegiance, meaning can they control you as a matter...
Allegiance is control? So, wait a minute. So, are the people that were held, are the prisoners of war from October 7th, are they allied with Hamas now? Oh my God! There's literally, like,
there's no logic here. That's the problem. Is that, like I said, she's corrupted her purpose. She's willing to say whatever it takes to push her narrative. It doesn't matter how illogical it is. Now that she has the seat that she's in, she's gonna do whatever she wants to do.
Ani Somali allied with Korea?
And what really sucks about this is there's a good chance she's going to die in that seat as an old woman. Just like the prior judge.
Is Vitali allied with the Philippines? Is, what's his name? Not Bolsonaro, the one, Maduro. Is Maduro allied with America now because he's in American jail? Like, this is the most retarded argument that you could ever make that is instantly disproven by just thinking for 3 seconds about this. How the fuck did she become a Supreme Court justice? Oh, we need to, there's got to be a way to get rid of Supreme Court justices, right? We need to have some way. Send her back to McDonald's. You need to go and retire. Can we just...
Like, think about how bad this system is. If you want to push a law that will make it to where Supreme Court justices can only hold their seat for 4 years, and the Supreme Court justice vetoes it, I see a fucking problem here. Does anybody else? Well, that seems oddly in your favor. Like, what the fuck?
Pay her salary, and you just go home and don't say anything ever again? Holy fuck, a DEI hire? I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, so me pulling you up proves that this isn't an echo chamber. So what have you got to say? Do you have anything to add to the argument? Oh, you've got a lot to add to the argument, it seems like. Trump's whole admin are DEI, horse macaw, I don't even know what that fucking means. Right-wingers are not engaging in good faith. This is an echo chamber. Illogical, she's saying. You're subject to Japanese law. That's true. Okay. But do you have anything to add to this? That is... You're not adding anything, LOL. She was subject you to steal in Japan. You're subject to their laws. Well, no shit. But that doesn't have anything to do with birthright citizenship. You know what happens if you give birth to a child in Japan? You go back home to your own country. No more anchor babies. It's going bye-bye. Anchor babies are going to end. Whether it be this administration or the next administration, there are a lot of people with their eyes on this right now that understand what's going on. It may not happen this administration, may not happen next administration, but it's going to happen.
I can't find any other way to explain it. This is the most retarded, stupid argument that you could ever have. Oh,
why do you think I just permabanned that person? We don't have an argument here. Fact of the matter is that people want anchor babies gone. And that's what's going to end up happening.
Oh my God. Wow. Remember she wouldn't define a woman? We got to get rid of her. We do. I don't know who we can get in. Like, I don't know who we can get in as a Supreme Court justice that's based enough. I really don't know.
Birthright citizenship was for slaves. The fact that it's even being applied in the context that it's being applied to, in itself, is corruption. 100%. I think they should add to that amendment and make it to where if you were a slave at the very end, this applies to you. If you were a slave, this applies to you. If you were an American slave, this applies to you. I guess we got to be more specific. For the people that want to get in and twist everything.
Fuck. Like, I'll go?
Or better yet, just get rid of the damn thing. Just get rid of it. It's called the amendment for a reason. Amend it.
Yeah. Ted Cruz? See, that would be my first guy, but the issue is that Ted Cruz is too close to Israel. That makes me uncomfortable. And he's also too much of a religious guy. I'm uncomfortable because of that. Some people are saying Clarence, so we get Clarence Thomas too. Okay. Okay, and then maybe we could get rid of somebody else and we can get Clarence Thomas 3. Okay.
Way to think about it, and if so...
No, it's not. Next question.
Under Japanese law, go and prosecute the person who has stolen it. So there's this relationship based on, even though I'm a temporary...
So a foreign terrorist that comes into the United States to blow up a building, he can rely on us to arrest him, and that means that he's allied with the United States. Oh my God.
Yes, this is the mentality. This is the reason why that person got banned. Like, the fact that you want to sit here and argue and say that anything that she's saying is even fucking coherent isn't even worth the time of day. Because you're so fucking stupid. There is not a damn thing that anybody's going to tell you that's going to make you open your brain.
Traveler. I'm just on vacation in Japan. I'm still locally owing allegiance in that sense.
Well, why don't you, instead of talking about what it's like to steal in Japan and be subjected to their laws, why don't you talk about their birthright citizenship? Why don't you just use the one-for-one reference? Why don't you just do that? Like, I would have paused right there and be like, can you talk about Japan's birthright citizenship instead? And explain to us how it's comparable to America's.
Is that the right way to think about it? And
but we can't do that because you know that you would cook everything you're trying to say.
No, it's not. Next question.
Oh, doesn't that explain?
We have to tiptoe around. We have to do the mental gymnastics because you know that if anybody in that court starts talking about the actual one-to-one, like how they treat birthright citizenship, your entire argument is fucking cooked. We got to get these old people out of the fucking office that don't know what the fuck they're doing and get somebody up there that's going to challenge us the right way.
Why both temporary...
Isn't that the right way? And if so, doesn't that... Okay, so you're basically talking past the premise. You're saying, well, is this the way to look at it? Well, let's assume it is. Well, let me build an entire ideology off of this.
Residents and undocumented people would have that kind of quote-unquote allegiance just by virtue of being in the United States.
That's absolutely right, Justice Jackson. And
on being born in whatever...
Deport, get them out, put them in jail. You gotta do something about this. This is crazy. Like, these people, they're co-opting the largest and most important court inside of America to push a basically radical takeover of the country.
Yeah, it is. That's
She's
exactly
saying
what it
that
is.
any person that comes here is, in one way or another, by using a legal obfuscation and really just a brain-dead misunderstanding, that
I don't think it's I don't think it's a misunderstanding. It's intentional. They're going to say whatever they have to make sure that whatever you're doing fits their ideology. They're going to twist the truth, the narrative, and everything around it to fit. They're going to force that shit to fit around this nonsense. They will do whatever and they know that they'll get away with it too, because they're the Supreme Justice. That's why. They're just sitting there feeding bullshit, knowing full well that the final say is with them.
Has allegiance to America. Oh my God.
Why do you think there's not a whole lot of thought put behind this?
I know. I listen, guys. I want it. I want it, but it's not going to happen. At least not anytime soon. And we've got to wait. That's like 4 presidents from now. And that's a best case scenario. That's 4 presidents from now. She's equating criminal jurisdiction with sovereign jurisdiction. Well, again, it's not even about, like, people think about this in terms of like, oh, well, you look at these terminologies. No, it's simple. If you have people coming over here that are having kids and then they're defaulting their kid a citizenship, this is obviously a manipulation. It's obviously an abuse. And I think that everybody should...
Baked, watched for 2 minutes, and called it pre-recorded. America, they throw potatoes at the Irish getting off boats. My last name. If this guy is an idiot, why are you here? Another useless idiot for the left. Okay, you're fine.
Realize this. Okay, let's listen to the next one. Here we go. Like, you guys know how I feel about this stuff, right? This is a big day for me, all right? This is a very big day for me. And
No, we can't end property taxes. I feel like if you want, what you could do, in my opinion, is that if you wanted to get a type of land deed where you pay all of your taxes up front, I feel like that should be an option. But no, property tax is a necessity. It has to happen. You know why? Because there's a lot of illegals that are coming into the country and a lot of rich people that aren't paying their taxes, and property taxes is lumped in with either a mortgage or a payment, and it's one way to make sure that even the rich pay their fucking taxes on their land. You know why? Because if you don't pay your taxes on your property, guess what happens? They seize the land. Property tax is a necessity.
I am so fucking... Oh my... I'm so mad that this has not... This should be a 9-0 decision. It should be a 9-0 decision, and the only question...
I see you calling out. So that was somebody you was calling out. Okay. Baked. You're the person he was talking about. I didn't even realize that was a name. He's just talking house shit. Then tell me to post then R. Your poison, bro, isn't responding to chat. This is pre-recorded. Dude isn't responding to chat. Okay, so bot stream by bitstream. Cite your sources. Okay, this right here, this is a no-no. This is worth, you're getting reported for that. Let me see. That's a no-no. You do not say that. What the fuck? Where is... That is a no-no. Enjoy your suspension off of YouTube, dumbass. What an absolute fucking idiot.
Would be how retroactive should we make this? That should be the only point of contention at all.
Not subject to any foreign power is pretty straightforward. So let me give...
Charging property tax is a great way to make sure that the military stays functional. You know what you won't have if somebody invades America? Property. You won't have to worry about a property tax because you'll either be dead or conquered by another place. Property tax is an amazing thing.
I'll give you these examples. A boy is born here to an Iranian father who has entered the country illegally. That boy is automatically an Iranian national at birth, and he has a duty to provide military service to the Iranian government. Is he not subject to any foreign power?
Not within the meaning of the 18th.
You cannot use that word. You cannot use the not the fuck word, the other one. You cannot use that. Don't type it. Don't say it. They will immediately they won't just suspend your account. If they find multiple instances of it, they'll do the same thing that they're doing to Tectone. They'll actually delete your YouTube channel. You do not say that word. It's not even, it's so inappropriate. Why would you even say that online? Like, why would you even type that out in somebody else's? That's so stupid.
66 Act, Justice.
1866 Act. See, these are people whose mind is consumed by a process.
Oh, how's it going, Winters? You a little late. You a little late today, huh? Hope everything's going okay.
Many people whose thinking process is completely defined by external variables.
No.
There is no actual...
Don't try to guess it, because if you end up guessing right, I'm gonna have to suspend you. That's just all there is. I'm not necessarily suspend you, but report you.
Internal evaluation that is occurring at all.
Even if you you're like, you know, a good quote unquote good person, I'd still have to report you. Like, you cannot. I just know. Just
about
know.
It for 3 seconds. Okay, so
there's literally no reason for you to use that word anyway. That, like, at the end of the day,
somebody has a kid here, and then the kid is legally obligated to help Iran, and then Iran says to blow up America. Okay, well, that sounds like it's a really bad idea.
What the British call SIGs. Yes. That's the word he said. You can't
really
say that
bad.
word. You cannot.
In on it, man. It's about votes. It is. Yeah, and this is, again, what I'm saying, is that the reason why they're fighting so hard for this is because this is the main thing that if they lose this, they lose their silver bullet to effectively flood the country with foreigners. Because this is the strategy that they use, is that they open the borders and then they allow people to come over and then have kids here. The kids get defaulted citizenship. Then they manipulate the public by saying, well, you can't separate families. Well, yeah, I think you...
That's one of the reasons why I kind of had to dial it back on the R word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to deal with that headache. I just want to sit here, stream, and make fun of people and tell people that have the same viewpoints as some of these people that are in Congress, so that they're stupid, because they're dumb.
You're right. Let's send them all back. But let's say, you know, again...
If I got to abide by the terms of service, then that's just how it is. I'm in somebody else's house, I'm going to take my shoes off. Sorry, but that's just how it is.
It's all built into this narrative. That's it. They want white to become a minority. They do. They do. And I think that they want to build an anti-white racial coalition to achieve that goal. I think that's true. What you want? Do you think that the system we have is good? So what...
Shift to the language of the 14th Amendment, which is the operative text, certainly clears up any ambiguity.
What I said about a boy born to an Iranian father is true of children born here to parents who were nationals.
Is right now, and no clip's going viral. Oh, let me see this one. I haven't.
Your view of this turns on what the status of the parents are, and not the child, as
Fuck
would...
the status of the parents. If they come here and pop out a child, well, maybe they should have stayed home and popped out the fucking child. We all know why they came here to do that. We all know why they did it. Come on.
Born in the United States.
You can't even call these people brain dead. They're obviously twisting these rules to make it suit their need.
Can you help us...
Wait, what? Let me listen to this again.
Your view of this turns on what the status of the parents are.
Yeah.
And not the child, as would the born in the United States view of it. Can you help us understand why we wouldn't expect to see a mention of parents in the text of this amendment?
I think it was...
Oh my God. Intentionally misunderstanding something written 150 years ago. This is, oh my fucking God. Literally a retard? I know. It is embarrassing. I have a question I think matters to this discussion. When the Constitution was written, did they have immigration issues like today? No, they didn't. It was a totally different country, completely different world. Of course not.
Well understood that, for example, children cannot, newborns cannot form domicile, so it follows every 19th century.
That assumes domicile is in the test, and I'm asking you, how do we know that Congress did adopt the test that you say it adopted?
Yeah, when you're looking at 19th century conceptions of allegiance, the notion that the allegiance, again, we say domicile is instantiating the concept of allegiance for aliens as opposed to citizen. All of that, the 19th century understood.
The issue is that whenever you think of the word domicile, you think of actual residence. I don't know why they use domicile instead of resident. That's what they should have used. But the reason why it's domicile is probably because of the plantations.
Born's domicile, its allegiance follows the allegiance of the parents. And I point out that their theory relies on parental allegiance as well, because they recognize the exceptions for, hostile invading armies, for tribal Indians, for ambassadors. Again, the child's allegiance status, even on their view.
It's obvious. It is. And you can't establish a legal permanent domicile somewhere where you're illegally present and subject to removal at any time. Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, based on what it says, it's very specific. For this reason, yet they're still twisting the words in a way that is bullshit. It's all
insane,
bullshit.
Man. Woman through example, single-handedly doing more to dismantle the tyranny of diversity hires of any other person in history. Thank you. That's probably true. Holy fuck, how can you be that incompetent? Wow.
It's not incompetence. They're doing it on purpose. They're doing it literally on purpose.
A person can achieve such a high, powerful position with such a low IQ and to push ill intent towards other fellow citizens. Well, it's because some people are afraid to call it out. I think that's the reason
I think it's because some people are getting paid a lot of money. That's what I think.
And that's the reason why I
It's one of the reasons why I believe that if you're going to be in any form of the government, you need to be debanked. They need to look at all of your transactions, and you need to stay and remain debanked for the remainder of your commitment to the United States government, and it should be term limits. And you should be given a house to stay in, and you should be completely debanked. 100%. It should be a term of service, not whatever bullshit they're doing now.
That's the reason why I say it. I find this to be profoundly offensive. It is profoundly offensive to me.
You hit that, baby.
That's right.
Another neighbor didn't want to go on camera significantly. We've stopped it before it hits Naomi. The other two kids got out the street. Naomi wasn't quick enough through her little legs. She had eyes on her. She was not unattended.
She did not run out in front of no car. That car just
Every day I read a story about a judge blocking common sense rules. Imagine how much better our country would be if every day you read a story about a judge being sent to go to jail inside of the same cell in the same prison that they sent a bunch of people to.
I agree with that. If you're a judge and you let one of these people go that are complete and total sickos that have a freaking laundry list of fucking criminal violations, you let them go and they kill somebody, they should lock you up in the same jail with them with the same sentence.
Imagine how much better our country would be instantaneously.
No, it has everything to do with holding these people accountable for their actions. The second you start holding these people accountable, you're going to see heavy sentences being given out to everybody.
She hit her like she was an animal and kept going until he probably got a phone call to say he hit that baby.
That's right.
Another neighbor didn't want to go on camera, but says she saw the whole thing from somewhere in the video you're watching
killed.
now.
Look at that.
Gunned it down the street. You were on the
They let this clown out on bond of $1,000.
wrong side. This baby play out here every day, all day.
Yep.
You on the wrong side. You came over this side, hit the baby. You didn't stop. You kept going. You didn't remain on scene. They had to call you to tell you to come back.
So he killed the kid and he drove off.
It hurts because that's a child. She was only 8 years old.
Yep, and now
she
she
didn't have
dead.
to lose her life because of a reckless driver.
She lost her life because of a reckless judge.
I don't even think it. I agree with that. I don't even think he was reckless. I don't. If you do something like that, man, if you take someone else's life, especially if you drive off, I can understand if he stopped and he like genuinely didn't mean it. He drove off. You can't tell me you didn't see all them people. You didn't see all. No. You see, you take somebody's life that day and you drive off, immediately malicious intent. Life in prison, work camp. Work camp, 100%. You take a life, you owe a life. She could have been a contributing member to society. She could have been a lawyer. She could have been a doctor. She could have been like immediately mandatory work camp, 100%. No rehabilitation, no parole, no bail, immediately life in prison. That's a future battery, boys.
Should be held accountable. In a just world, this judge would be tried as an accomplice for the murder.
I agree. 100%.
That's what would happen.
Could have been my niece. That could have been my little cousin. That could have been anybody.
Now, police say the driver of that Chrysler 300 was 23-year-old Khalil Burney. He is now charged
with... take away his license for driving.
Driving while license revoked. No liability.
Yeah. What do you think happens? Big surprise, the guy that just ran over a child had his license revoked already prior to this event. Look at that. Another person with a goddamn fucking CVS long receipt of everything that they've done. Big fucking surprise.
They already tried that. It didn't work.
Well, maybe if he was in jail, he wouldn't have been out to run somebody over.
Oh, wait, he didn't have liability insurance? Oh, wow.
Liability insurance, failure to register, and fictitious registration in court today.
Oh, so he went and he put, yeah.
A judge gave
so you know what that means? That means that these people had to deal with this motherfucker running their baby over. And because he had no insurance, they have to pay for all the hospital bills out of pocket. Because you know that if you try to sue this dumb motherfucker, he's not going to have any money. And then he got let out with $1,000 bail. I love whenever people try to emotionally manipulate me into thinking, well, they're lives that matter. And I'm like, well, what about that little girl's life? What about that little girl's life? She was just doing her own little thing, man. She was trying to get a feel for the world. Now her life has been snatched from her by somebody that didn't give a shit. Now, clearly the judge doesn't give a shit either. But you want to sit here and try to appeal to my emotions? You get no sympathy from me.
$1,000 unsecured bond.
So they gave him $1,000 bond. Was just let out of jail on $1,000 bond. We don't have to live like this, gentlemen.
It's not even that he shouldn't have been behind. He shouldn't have been out, period. Like, he shouldn't have been out at all.
We don't. We don't have to live like this. This is crazy. This is insane that we put up with this shit. $1,000. This is way too low. It shouldn't be a bond. He went and he killed a kid driving around like a nutball when he shouldn't have even been driving.
Exactly.
He should be lucky he's not getting harvested for his organs.
Thank you. Joe, low-key based.
It's outrageous. Why are we putting up with this? I'm waiting for someone to defend this. Yeah, there's nobody. And
yeah, if you're trying to defend this, man, you need to get on and get the fuck up out of here. You in the wrong place.
It's insane. Minimum 250.
And this is happening all over the country, too. That's the problem. That's the big problem with this. It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, I don't understand this at all. They found another clip of that viral judge, Insane Ego. Which one? Oh, my God. Wait a minute. That same loser? You shouldn't be able to control other people's fate. It's embarrassing.
Step away. You're about.
I'm gonna be real. If you crash out like this as a judge, you can't control your emotions. If you can't control your emotions, you shouldn't be able to control other people's fate.
Yeah, you can be harsh, but you got to learn how to control your emotions, man.
It's embarrassing. And so I'll go and I'll show you. Do you really think that there's no gray area between releasing a child molester and releasing somebody who's a shoplifter from 7-Eleven? Do you really think that
That's the big thing that I have with the 34 counts of what they were trying to charge Donald Trump for. It's like, so you want to compare a bunch of terrorists in a different country to somebody that is being charged 34 counts of the same fucking crime? On taxes? On a tax fuck up. That's all you got is a tax fuck up. Like that was a big thing that was going around when Trump first got in. He's like, oh, how could you support the da-da-da-da-da? Because 34 counts of felony. And it's like, you really want to compare running over a child and killing them and driving off to somebody that fucked up on their taxes? These things aren't even comparable. Are you fucking kidding me?
there's no nuance there? Like, really?
Impeachment against a circuit judge with 2/3 majority. You know, last time I checked, we've got way more than 2/3 of Republicans.
We need light Yagami on these people. I told y'all, like, it is a mercy to the world that, because Death Note came out in 2006. Zam, what is this? Like, that's like something like a convenience store.
Jama was one of the least, said that Zam Jama was one of the least culpable defendants, and she doesn't think that she'll see Jama back in federal court for another crime.
Miss Jama. That's crazy. Wow.
Oh, thanks for the jewels.
Yeah, from Star Wars. Yeah, it's from Star Wars or something like that. And judges are bought and paid for. Well, I think that what happens is that it does look like an AI version of her. So the judges, I think, in some cases are kind of, they're doing it for a political reason. And like they're being paid. I don't think most of them are being paid. I think that they just simply do it because they think it's the right thing to do. And John.
Okay, let's move on from this. We got an update on Operation Epic Fury. I keep wanting to call it Operation Epic Storm, but it's Epic Fury.
My fellow Americans, good evening.
Hi.
Let me begin by congratulating the team at NASA and our brave astronauts on the successful launch of Artemis 2. It was quite something.
Big dick.
Yo, WW NASA.
It will be traveling further than any manned rocket has ever.
It was the strongest rocket that we have sent out of the atmosphere to date. So W Artemis 2.
Flown, and will
go get them, boys.
Substantially past the moon, go around it, and come back home from a distance that has never been done before.
283,000 miles. 283,800 miles. I think that's right. I think that's the rough estimate.
It's amazing.
From here to the moon.
Crazy to watch, dude.
They are on the way, and God bless them. These are brave people. We want to God bless those 4 unbelievable astronauts. As we speak this evening, it's been just 1 month. month since the United States military began Operation Epic Fury.
I knew it, bro.
Targeting
I knew I
the
should have
world's
bet on
number
it.
one state sponsor of terror, Iran.
Ooh.
In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield. Victories like few people have ever seen before.
Nobody's seen anything like
Tonight,
this.
Iran's navy is gone.
Ooh.
Their air force is in ruins.
Ooh.
Their leaders, most of them,
Are in pieces.
terrorist regime they led, are now dead.
Oh.
Their command and control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces.
Yeah, get fucked up. Get fucked, losers. Get fucked. Fuck around and find out. 2026 Donald Trump. Let's go.
Very few of them left. Never in the history.
Now, if Trump would stop fucking around and release those files, we'd be much appreciated, sir. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. That's your only hiccup, man. Just get it done, bro. We sending astronauts to the moon again. We blowing up a bunch of terrorists, bro. Just handle your business, man. Just handle your business, and you will go down in history as the best president that has ever set foot in America. Period. Hands down. Just handle your business, brother. Come on.
Warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before.
Never win this much
Before discussing this current situation, I also want to thank our troops for the masterful job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes.
That's right.
That hit was quick, lethal, violent, and respected by everyone all over the world. After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military.
Y'all believe anything he tell you. Oh, we got a chirper. We can't go past the Van Halen belts. We're all radiation killing a human. Do I even want to engage with this? Do I really want to? Do I really want to? I just don't want to. I'm sorry, but if you don't think we've been to the moon
anywhere in the world,
I don't think there's any saving you. I'm sorry. I just can't.
And now we're working along with Venezuela and are, in a true sense, joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil
It's the
and
Van
gas.
Allen belt. That's
The
funny.
second largest reserves on Earth after the United States.
Maybe take more time learning how to spell stuff and, talk in complete structured sentences before you try to criticize somebody like astronauts for going to the moon. I mean, the least you can do is at least sound coherent. Just throwing that out there, man. Just throwing that out there. Like, it's already hard enough to pass the sentiment. See, for me, it's easy. I can act like an incoherent fucktard all the time, but as long as they can, piece together what I'm trying to say, they get it. But if you're trying to push something that people don't agree with, you really have to try to sell it. You got to sell it.
Totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help our allies.
Yeah.
Tonight, I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iran and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of America and the security of the free world. From the very first day I announced my campaign for president in 2015, I have vowed that I would never allow Iran to have a nuclear.
And what's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly. One word. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care. I don't care. They've got to be stopped.
Weapon. This fanatical regime has been chanting.
Do I even have to
"Death
say
to
anything?
America,
Do I have to say anything? I mean, come on.
death to Israel for 47 years. Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, the slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs.
Don't you just love it when you hear those facts start pouring out of a person who actually cares mouth? You know what I'm saying? Like
241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, the slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs. They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole.
They also sent assassins to America to kill Trump.
They carried out the countless other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel, something that most people have never seen anything like it. This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people.
Oh my God. I still don't think that's even, I feel like it's more than that. Oh my God.
Murderous regime, something that most people have never seen anything like it. This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead.
Peacefully. Keep that in mind. Peacefully protesting.
For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. The most violent and thuggish regime on earth would be free to carry out their campaigns of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind a nuclear shield. I will never let that happen.
Good.
And neither should any of our past presidents.
I agree. NATO should want the same thing as well. And if NATO doesn't, America needs to leave NATO. Period.
This situation has been going on for 47 years and should have been handled long before I arrived in office.
Yep.
I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for nuclear weapons by Iran first. And perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem Soleimani in my first term.
Okay.
He was an evil genius, brilliant person, a horrible human being, however, the father of the roadside bomb.
Yeah.
And he lived just horrible what he did. Iran would have been perhaps in far better, stronger position. He lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight. But you know what? We'd still be winning and winning big. And then very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash, took it out of banks for
You, Trump, and Asmongold rumble into a mic, incoherent, contradictory, dumbass thoughts, stupid MAGA TS. Trump said smart people don't like him. That means only stupid people like him. I love that you're too stupid to understand what that means. I love that you're genuinely just too stupid to understand what that means. What free speech? What are you talking about? What happened to free speech? What are you crying about? We still have free speech. What are you on about? You have something to say, talk, or are you just gonna no? What's wrong with free speech? I mean, you clearly wanted this. You've been chirping up a storm, so like, I certainly hope that you're not going to roach out now that you've been pulled up. Surely you have something to say, right? You've been very vocal. All you've been able to do is attack me instead of the argument, so surely now that you've been pulled up, you can give a counter argument with, I don't know, maybe a little bit of proof. Because you seem to think that your freedom of speech is being prohibited. So now that you've been given the chance to speak up, I certainly hope you plan on exercising that. Huh? Surely you will. Right? Surely you're not just gonna leave. I'll give you till 10:01. Guess the time's up. Well, at least I got the balls to call somebody up that has some kind of disagreement and don't roach out whenever somebody has a disagreement.
And Maryland.
At least I ain't a little bitch.
And all the cash they had, he flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work. They laughed at our president and went on with their mission to have a nuclear bomb.
What a surprise.
His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran, and they would have had them years ago, and they would have used them. It would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts. Had I not terminated that terrible deal, and I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do. They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement. For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation Midnight Hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Well, those beautiful B-2
Oh, no. I saw it. You know I saw that. I was reading that, too. I saw that. I saw it. Oh, no, you don't. I saw you say it. I bet other people in the chat saw it, too. Where'd he go? Did he complete? Oh, no, there it is. Yeah? He's just gonna stay that way, huh? Bro over here talking about freedom of speech.
Magnificently.
Bro over here getting
cooked. Obliterated those nuclear sites. The regime then sought to rebuild their nuclear program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons.
Well, obviously.
They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic missiles and would soon have had missiles that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and virtually any other place on Earth. Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did.
As a deterrent.
With the longest range possible, and they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that out. We took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. But in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes. As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone
you have to realize that we've been playing ball at everybody else's level for well over 20 years now, 30 even, maybe even longer than that, obviously. Even Korea, we had to play ball with, you understand that we have to stoop to everybody else's level in the world when it comes to our military power. Trump is probably the only president that has had the balls to use the equipment that we have, like microwaving people in Venezuela and then taking Maduro, bombing the shit out of Iran. We never had to sit there for 20 years in Afghanistan, Iraq. We had no reason to sit there and do that. It was a military-industrial complex. Same thing with Korea. Same thing with Vietnam. Didn't have to do any of that. We did it because people cry like a little bitch whenever you overpower them. That's why. But the days of losing American soldiers needlessly, those days are probably numbered. I would hope they are. Especially with the amount of technology that we have. We have fighter pilots that have AI in their fucking head cams that give them pinpoint accuracy no matter what they're doing in their fighter jets. We don't need to stoop to these people's level. We need to obliterate them. We need to show them that we haven't been weak. We've just been playing at your level. Why we've been doing it, I don't fucking know. But this is long overdue. Why do you think Cuba is roaching the fuck out right now? It's because they see what's going on in Iran, they see what happened to Maduro, and they know that you can sit here and play the whole big tough talk game all you want. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It won't matter. As long as you can convince the right people to roach out, that's all that matters.
Talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid
are the only nations on Earth that show empathy. Should have just left the... Yet another young kid who believes in war and yet and yet another third worlder that thinks that, oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, we got a generational crash out here. What school? But yet he won't attack them. You know why he won't attack them? He won't attack them because they already have nukes, dumbass. Why would you... In this school, I love that these idiots that get into my comments talk about this school that caught a rocket. Maybe don't put a school next to a military base. Better yet, you want to talk about the school that got blown up? Well, what about the 12-year-olds that are quote-unquote consenting to be part of the Iran war? What about that? I'm 31. I was a firefighter. I don't want to join the Army. I don't have to join the Army. You know why? We've got 1.2 million reserves and active members. Nobody needs to join the military. You guys are only about to deal with 3,000 of our soldiers. We have 1.3 or 1.2 mil. We don't need to do shit. Go fight for your country instead of talking shit. Finish reading what quote? What quote are you even talking about? People might respect you. I mean, I've got a lot of people that are in the comments that respect me. And yet another young kid who believes in war and yet is in any armed forces fighting. Why should I have to? You don't seem to answer that question. Why do I have to? I don't have to do that. I can sit here and talk shit about a bunch of dumbasses that are advocating for underage marriages that are celebrated and pushing 12-year-olds to join the military. We don't have to do that here. Totally. You know, I love that you're trying to advocate for a regime that thinks that a 12-year-old can consent to having an AR in their hand and going to combat and dying for a country. Sounds an awful oppressive to me, doesn't it? But I'm sure they chose, right? Just like the 45,000 people that were killed, I'm sure they chose to be genocided. Maybe your bullshit will work somewhere else, brother, but it ain't gonna work here. Because the only young and small mind that I see is the third worlder in my comments getting absolutely thrashed in the ass by somebody that knows what the fuck they're talking about. But you want to sit here and bitch and complain about a school that caught a missile? Yeah, well, what about the 12-year-olds that are being ripped from their families, handed guns, and told to die for their cause? What about that? What about that?
Lay down their lives in
No
this
announcement.
fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran.
That number is grossly exaggerated. You got to do some what number is grossly exaggerated? Oh, we got a generational one again. Oh, man. So what, you have had significant drops in tourism, brother? Tourism? And corporations and billionaires, da-da-da-da-da. Is constricted. So what? Any number that's above 1 should never be happening, period. So you're okay with, hold on, wait a minute. So you're okay with protesters being killed, regardless of the number? So is there a certain number in which you want to put life on it? So at what point is it no longer okay to systematically kill people for protesting? That's the question I need to be asking. So when is that okay? What number, in your opinion, is it no longer okay and it's okay for another country to get involved? Well, you just did. So you said that the numbers are grossly exaggerated. You got to do some research, bro. Fox News ain't it. So what you're saying is that 45,000 isn't okay. So at what number is it okay? Because then you even clarified the protesters that were killed. So at what number is it okay? Because that's pretty much what you're saying. So what's your number on life? This isn't Fox. This was live from the White House. So who, what social, where should I be getting my information from? Where should I be getting my, because like that came out of the president of the United States' mouth. That came out of his mouth. The same president that single-handedly captured Maduro without losing a single American life, it came from out of his mouth. So you know something that I don't, and you know something that Fox doesn't or CNN. So where should I be getting my news from? Again, answer the question. Where should I be getting my news from? Okay. I think that's the wrong person, my bad. Hold on. That was the wrong person. No, you're not going to say anything now? Where should I be getting my news from? You're very vocal. Surely you're not going to roach out on me now, are you? I mean, you've been coming into the comments for... damn. Holy shit, bro. Damn. I mean, you've said multiple times that Fox News is entertainment. That's interesting. But whenever I hear information come out of our president's mouth, I'm supposed to disregard that for what reason? Money, I'm at work. It proves the point. Remember when he said Sharpie made a special pin? I don't give a fuck about Sharpie. It's a little side quest, bro. You talk about a side quest. He made that shit up. Remember when he said no regime change wars? I don't give a fuck what he said. What he's doing is what he said he would do anyway. What about this?
Don't.
Exactly.
And what's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly.
What about this?
One word. Pretty straightforward.
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them.
What about that? He said that too. We're just gonna disregard that. Come on, man. I know you're smarter than this. And you still didn't answer my question. You know what has to happen in a war? Sometimes you gotta do some nasty shit. Sometimes you gotta do things that you don't want to do, but that need to happen. If that means lying to the public, so that way you can get the job done, sometimes you have to do that. Why do you think that Japan didn't tell us that they were going to bomb us at Pearl Harbor? Why do you think that we didn't tell them that we were going to nuke them twice? And that we had another one ready to go? Sometimes you got to win the war to make sure that everyone's around to realize that you lied. A lot of people would be speaking German right now if they knew what if they didn't know what the Nazis were doing. A lot of people don't seem to understand that. They want to hold this childish moral high ground and not get their hands dirty and get the job done. Sometimes you got to do some icky, nasty shit to get the job done.
It's true.
I say the N-word? He
Twice
just did.
this past month, I have traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil.
I told you guys
I was
it's
with
gonna be
them and their
bullshit,
families,
bro.
their parents, their wives.
Come on, man.
Husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, please, sir, please finish the job. Every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE,
Shout out.
Kuwait, and Bahrain.
Shout out to Bahrain.
They've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form.
Good.
Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof.
Yeah, well, they shot missiles at all their allies. Big surprise if you bomb your fucking allies, they're going to turn against you, dumbass.
Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons. They will use them, and they will use them quickly.
It's crazy, bro. Like, genuinely. Oh. Don't you just love to see it?
Decades of extortion, economic pain, and instability worse than we can ever imagine. The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that.
Yo, viewers, W chatters, hit the like button and sub to the channel. Every little bit helps. We're here every day doing the same thing. Yeah, so check us out. Check us out. We're here every day. 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. every day.
History.
Oh, speaking of that, well, I got a bunch of y'all here. So there's going to be an after stream as well once I'm done with this. Because, I'm not really supposed to say this, but I'm going to be helping out the reaction content on the YouTube. So, I definitely recommend that y'all stick around. It's only going to be for like 10 minutes. It'll be another stream. It'll be on my phone. But let's just say that we're paving the way, boys. So if y'all want to give that a little support, y'all can. Don't feel obligated to. We're going to be staring probably at some fishies or maybe some eagles for about 10 or 11 minutes. Don't know, not 100% sure how it's going to go, but I got to do this for at least a couple months. Stick around. It won't be on the big screen. It'll be on my phone, so it's going to be a different setup. But let's just say that I'm paving the way for some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you hear me say I'm playing ball, remember that it's for YouTube. Just remember that, okay? Stick around. After we end stream today, we're going to do a little 10, 11-minute stream after that where we're going to be staring at some fishies, boys. It's going to be relaxing. It's going to be the calm after the storm.
To it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a dead and crippled
country. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Exactly what's going on. So I'm not going to get too more in depth, but we're probably going to be doing that for the rest of the month. We're probably going to be like, it'll be on my phone. I'll still be sitting here. I'll just have the phone up, be reactive for like 10 or 11 minutes.
I hate to say that, but we were dead and crippled.
I'll have to shut this stream off and then start that stream up. That's why I'm saying it. So
after the last administration and made it the hottest country anywhere in the world by far with no inflation, record-setting investments coming into the United States, over $18 trillion, and the highest.
That's right. First rule about Fight Club, don't talk about it. That's right.
Ever with 53 all-time.
So when I say ball game from here on forward, y'all know what that means.
In just 1 year. It all positioned us to get rid of a cancer that has long simmered. It's known as the nuclear Iran, and they didn't know.
I don't think you're aware. Eki? EKE. The fuck did I just say before that? There, if you go to the primary channel, there's 2 streams up. One of those streams is like a short feed. That's where this chat is. So y'all on the big 1080 by 1920 YouTube feed, if you go, you can actually get up in here and y'all can call people out if y'all want. Y'all can just use the @ I'm gonna use Infidel as an example. You can just hit that @ right there and then like put their name, and then you can call people out. You can be like, yo, you dumb as shit. Where'd you get to? Well, don't call them a name. That's a me thing. Don't call them a name, just call them out, you know?
What was coming. They've never imagined it. Remember,
let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Program,
let's
America
get her
has
going.
Plenty of gas. We have so much gas. Under my leadership, we're #1 producer of oil and gas on the planet, without even discussing the millions of barrels that we're getting from Venezuela because of the Trump administration.
What about them? What about the Epstein files? Stick to the video game, bro. You couldn't point out Iran without Google. Who the fuck needs to point out Iran? What am I, a science teacher now? Am I a geography teacher? Like the fuck? Why would I need to point out Iran? Oh man, kid live in his room, and now somehow he thinks. Oh, we got a third worlder. He thinks he knows how the world works. Ha 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 ha. Brother, you are biased. You only see things one way. People like you been programmed to react to feelings. There's no point to even arguing with you. You gonna choose to... Well, I guess you're right. Here, let me help you. Let me put you out of my misery. There you go.
Administration's policies, we produce more oil and...
Hey, you know, they always say don't argue with stupid people. He's right. Look at that.
Gas than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Think of that, Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And that number will soon be substantially higher than that. There's no country like us anywhere in the world, and we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports.
It's because that's like, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're saying that despite all the negligent actions of Iran, people still believe that this is all about Israel. The people that you're seeing that are doing this, I wouldn't doubt that they're propaganda pushers from that country. You have to understand that the attack on Iran isn't just an attack on Iran or a group of terrorists. It's an attack on an ideology. It's a culture that has systematically taken over Iran that has, trying to colonize other places in the world too. Like, that's why whenever we started attacking Iran, we had terrorist cells activate here in America. It's a culture. It's so ingrained, and we didn't even realize how ingrained it was.
Almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait, and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it.
I ain't never gonna get through this damn video. I already know it. So colonization is bad, but you like Israel. Fuck Israel. I don't give a fuck about Israel. I could care less about Israel. You know what I do agree with? Bombing a bunch of schizo terrorists in a foreign country, because fuck them. That's what I believe. No idea how the world works, but wants to tell people how they should live. I think I'm good, man. I think I'm good. You ain't even worth the headache that I'm gonna get later.
Beaten.
You ain't even worth it. Ain't enough Tylenol that I'm gonna take that's gonna make the headache I'm gonna get later for even remotely engaging with that stupidity worth it.
They are decimated, both militarily and economically and every other way. And
that's right. God bless America. God bless America. Anytime, look here, Doritos. Anytime you want to reach out, and do you want to talk about those Dorito bags or the big Doritos, the black Doritos for the B-2 bomber? Anytime y'all want to reach out and y'all want to cut me a percentage of that, if y'all decide to go through with that, and y'all decide to put on the front of the bag every $1 you buy on a Doritos, a black Dorito bag or black Death bag or B2 Dorito, is $1 for a missile that you can shove up a terrorist's ass in Iran, just hit me up, man. I'll give it to you for free. Just hit me up. I'd love to do some giveaways. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this bad boy flowing.
Countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily.
Grab it.
We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on. So to those countries that can't get fuel, many of which refuse to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, we had to do it ourselves.
Yeah, that's the joke. It's because the Doritos is a triangle and so is the B-2 bomber.
I have a suggestion. Number one, buy oil from the United States of America. We have plenty. We have so much. And number two, build up some delayed courage. Should have done it before. Should have done it with us, as we asked.
I love how people keep bringing up the whole, the gas is $1 more. It's $1 more. Every other bullshit reason that we came up with for Iran is just, the dollar. I'd spend $50 if I could bomb a fucking terrorist. There's nothing that I enjoy more as an American than waking up knowing that we killed 30 more. Keep doing a good job. W United States soldiers, W Marines, W Navy, W Trump for making a whole bunch of coral reefs out in the ocean, using their ships and feeding the fish. W Donald Trump. God bless America. And anybody that doesn't feel the same, it's because you hate America and you hate Western ideals. You hate us, you want us gone. And guess what? We're not going anywhere. Get used to us.
Take it, protect it, use it for yourselves. Iran has been essentially decimated.
Balls.
The hard part is done, so it should be easy. And in any event, when this conflict is over, the strait will open up naturally. It'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have to try and rebuild. It will resume the flowing and the gas prices will rapidly come back down. Stock prices will rapidly go back up.
Fuck the stock price. I don't give a fuck about the stock prices. Fuck those 1% cocksuckers. I don't care about them. I don't give a fuck about them. Fuck the stock market. I don't give a shit about that. You know who the stock market affects? People that have the money to invest. You know who has the money to invest when they're not living paycheck to paycheck? Rich people. I don't give a fuck about that. Fuck them.
Come down very much, frankly. They came down a little bit, but they've had some very good days over the last couple of days. We've done actually much better than I thought, but we had to take that little journey to Iran to get rid of this horrible threat. With our historic tax cuts, where people are just now talking about receiving larger refunds than they ever thought possible, they are getting so much more money than they thought. That's from the great big beautiful bill. Our economy is strong and improving by the day, and it will soon be roaring back like
a big surprise. If you deport all the illegals that are taking all the fucking houses, the cost of living might actually go down. Big surprise if you don't have a race of people that have been imported illegally that are buying up all the food and raising the supply and demand. Shit's gonna start getting cheaper. Huh. Damn, who'd have thought?
Before it will top the levels that it was a month ago. I've made clear from the beginning of Operation Epic Fury that we will continue until our objectives are fully achieved.
Yeah.
Thanks to the progress we've made, I can say tonight that we are on track.
So what? Do some basic so where should I be getting my research from? As an American, where should I be getting my research from? Please enlighten me, oh smart one of the internet. Tell me what most of the internet doesn't know. Please inform me. Tell me what you know. Where should I be getting my information, sir? I'll give you a minute. I'll give you till 10:36. I love how they just do some basic ass research. Okay, so where should I be doing my research? Where should I be looking? These are the things you should be saying. Or are you just one of those people that roaches out because they claim they know everything, but yet doesn't want to fucking share the information? Fine, keep your secrets. Moving on.
Back to complete all of America's military objectives shortly.
Oh, wait a minute. I see that. Hold on. Wait a minute. I see you. I see that you messaged. Hold on. I saw it. It comes to the rent. There are studies from the FED. You can start there. Tell me this, Wade. When was the last time you read any fucking legit research studies? You mean the biased research that's being done? What about the fact that you can't do research on the inbred nature of third world countries because your research immediately gets shut down or you get called racist? You want me to follow studies? Bro, I can't even have an opposing opinion on the internet without dealing with bullshit. And yet you want me to go to a council of people like, I don't know, the Supreme Court? And try to push funding for a study that won't get approved because they're going to call it racist? Why don't you do your research?
Soon. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change, but regime change has occurred because of all of their original leaders' death.
I don't know, some internet idiot, some keyboard warrior. Another keyboard warrior telling me to go to war for whatever reason, and it's just like, no, I'm good.
It's
the same argument. New day, boys. By the way, if you're new here, sub to the channel. We're every day, every single day, even the weekends, all 7 days, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., boys.
Yet if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very
good. They should. They have 1 day left. They have, if I'm not mistaken, if it's not this week, it's next week. They have approximately, 24 hours? I think they said that it was supposed to be ending today? No, Friday, tomorrow. So a little less than 48 hours. I certainly hope they're not going to do what they did for the past 4 years with Biden and fuck around. Surely these people will come to their senses, right? Surely. I mean, who am I kidding? They're not. They're obviously not.
It's desperately to get a group of migrant men to behave and stop littering on the streets. Here we go.
Inside room. Station out. Is there any place? No, he's just recording. In Japan. おい、じゃあ日本語喋ってよ。僕は日本人だ。日本人だけど、人の国に来てね、迷惑をかけちゃいかん。ここは日本。お、死ね。人様の国で迷惑をするな。迷惑をかけるな。分かってないの？死ねって言ったらダメなんですよ。傍聴規制していいのか？警察で。していいのか？言ってみろ。いいのか？いいことなのか？言ってみろ。お酒をかけるな。人にお酒をかけていいのか？
Look, see how violent and aggressive.
That man is not stepping down. W, dude. Like, seriously. We're stepping up, dude. Like, seriously.
Of these people are. And look at this here. Illegal immigrant who attacks someone in Japan gets deported. I don't.
W, Japan. I want these people that are violent. I want them kicking and screaming and crying the whole way back to their country.
Don't want to go back. Immigration officer, it doesn't matter. We're taking you. You're lucky
That's what it needs to be. I don't want to go back. Oh, well.
Even have a plane. We're taking you no matter what.
That's right. You didn't want to go back? Well, maybe you shouldn't have attacked somebody. All there is to it. Are you a big man when you stepping up to somebody that's telling you can't do something somewhere? Crying like a bitch. Crying like a little bitch whenever you face some consequences, huh?
Man with Indian parents. The immigration officers are telling us to go back to our parents' home country.
Wok Sin was born and raised in Japan.
What did I say was going to happen? I talked about this several times over the past month, that Japan just got a new immigration person that won overwhelmingly on her immigration policies. And then recently we reacted to a video of one of the other leaders getting punched in the face. Times are changing. That's what happens when you go into somebody else's house and you don't take off your shoes and then you try to intimidate them.
It's the only country he's ever known, but immigration authorities want him out.
You ruin it for everybody. This man may be a nice, upstanding gentleman that does his job, pays into his tax system, does everything he's supposed to, abides by their law, and now the people that don't need to be suffering from this are going to start suffering. When you sit there and you try to antagonize people of a foreign country when you know that you're there illegally, or you know damn good and well that what you're doing could get you deported, you need to be thinking about the other people around you that are there that want to do right by that country, that want to assimilate. If you don't control your radicals, you will be defined by them.
The immigration authorities are telling us to go back to our parents' home country, but I've never been to India. The immigration authorities must be kidding themselves.
Wok is one of at least 500 children born and raised in Japan with no legal right.
See, that's why y'all are getting sent home.
Who say
he doesn't have a legal right. Well, get fucked, loser. That's what happens whenever you move to a country and you have a child and you're just like, oh, I've lived here my whole life. I can't just go back to this country. Well, then you should have thought about that whenever you were there. You have no legal right to be there. What? What do you mean? Hello?
India to escape religious persecution.
This is the reason why y'all get removed. You get these people that think that they're like entitled to go to any country because it's bad in their country. New laws in Japan make it almost impossible to gain citizenship if you aren't born there. Live here for 10
Good.
years, don't commit.
How's that even impossible? What do you mean? Live there for 10 years, don't commit crime, pay your taxes. What the fuck do you mean that's impossible? Hello?
Crime and pay your taxes. The list is...
What do you mean?
It's almost impossible. Japan obviously is voting against this. The reason why Japan is more easily able to inoculate from these kinds of problems is because they haven't gone through the massive racial guilt that I think Western countries...
I could have been a Japan citizen 3 times by now. I'm 31. I could have been a Japan citizen 3 times over.
Have gone through because of Hitler and other forms of like slavery and stuff like that. But if you know anything about history, you would know that basically every country, every culture, every group has done systematic racism, has done slavery, and everything else in between. So that's really the main reason why it doesn't happen over there, and that's the reason why they're able to get rid of it.
Now to the latest on the Operation Epic Fury.
That's crazy. How dare the Japanese people expect them to pay taxes? How dare they expect them to not commit crime? The atrocity, the inhumanity. How dare? Get the fuck out of here, man. God damn, that's irritating, dude. I'm so happy he posted this. I'm so happy. These are the people that are protesting. These fucking idiots are down there we're protesting in the No Kings protests. Oh, I love it. Yes, sir.
That we're so focused on the straights of homos and not the gays of homos.
Yes, I agree. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Why do you think so?
If you're not aware, in Iran, the regime will kill you instantaneously if come to find out that you're not, like, straight, or they do not support the LGBTQ ABC all the way to Z. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that there. You know what else communism doesn't like? Communism doesn't like LGB. Communism also doesn't like other races and religions. How poetic. They scream fascism, yet they call for communism. Huh. Oh, but the Gestapo. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Hello? We need to open a book. What the fuck?
Yeah. Do you think the Epstein class? And by the way, this is the thing that I find to be so funny is this entire narrative that there's an Epstein class. Meanwhile, they're siding. But didn't Stalin impregnate a 13-year-old? I think he didn't he? Like it was a long time ago. I don't remember if this is true or not.
It was. I looked it up. It's a bunch of hearsay. I don't know if you can go based on that, but apparently a town talked very, very much so about it. I don't know if you want to call that fact or fiction. I don't know. But there was word in a town that had happened.
He did? Yeah, that's pretty young. I'd say it's pretty young, guys.
Remember what I was saying? If these people could kill you, they would. They already try to suppress you on the internet by threatening you. They try to find out where you live and dox you and call SWAT you all the time. These people, if they could get you killed or kill you, they would. They absolutely would. She's sitting here openly talking about it.
A few tries,
See, this is what people need to realize is that these people, if you give them what they want and you let them have power, they'll kill you.
And that's the reason why. Like, how many of y'all have been alienated by y'all's family because of something that you thought was good that Trump did? You just were like, oh, that seems like a good thing. How is that bad? And then they immediately try to attack you, like, morally, right? That mentality is the reason why a lot of these people lost the silent majority. Because you have family members that understand what this is and what this means for everybody who's not willing to just kill people like that because of an opposing political view. It's communism. It's like the base form of like think about how many times Vladimir has killed an opposing political opponent to maintain his seat. Think about how many news people that have posted and published news articles in Russia that have come up missing or put in work camps until they disappear or die. Think about that. It's the same mentality. These people don't want the police. They want to be the police. They don't want ICE. They want to be ICE. They want to be the Gestapo.
They openly talk about it. Like, they will literally kill you. Like, so this is the issue, right? It's a huge problem. Like, they will do this. And how do you know that they will do this? Well, look at Charlie Kirk. They killed Charlie Kirk in front of everybody.
And then they advocated for the death of his fucking children. Let that sink in. There were content creators that openly stated, "Well, great, we took out one. Now we gotta end the legacy." Do you know how sick and twisted that is?
And these people were laughing about it, making jokes about it, and then saying it was a good thing and he deserved it.
We do all have guns. You're right. You're absolutely right. Until this happens. Until you get somebody from a foreign country that becomes a politician like what happened in Canada.
Of Canadian gun owners told their government to...
You're right.
98% of Canadian gun owners told their government to go themselves. The government's response? Cool. we're sending police to your house.
The declaration period for firearms owners is scheduled to end next week. So far, only 2.5% of the estimated 2 million affected firearms have been declared, and 98% of firearms owners haven't made a declaration.
Canada banned 2,500 types of firearms, gave gun owners until March 31st, essentially today, to declare them. 1 week before the deadline, 2.5% compliance. 2.5. That's not a slow rollout. That's a full-on rejection.
So if they're not declaring by next week, what's your plan, Minister?
The plan we have is, as of March the 31st, the time to complete the enrollment will be done, and then the RCMP and other agencies will be available throughout the spring and the summer to do the collection.
The collection?
So they're gonna send the police to collect the guns. That's why it's so imperative that these people do not win. It's all fun and games until they start slowly taking away your rights. And then what do you think is going to happen once that's done? What do you think is going to happen?
Don't act like every political community doesn't do this. Can you give me a parallel to Charlie Kirk that the right-wing community has universally supported on like social media? Give me a parallel to that. Like a left-wing political activist that got killed like that? Or someone similar to that? We're talking about calls for violence. Went and burned down Teslas. Well, when Elon Musk deserved to die, was this clearly advocated need to die. I believe in nonviolence, except for the people that I disagree with. They need to die.
Yep. There it is. And no matter what you try to call it, that is communism. You can name it whatever the fuck you want. The entire morality of communism is birthed from that. I have a political opponent that I disagree with. I want to maintain my seat in power. I got to kill that person. I got to make them disappear. You can call it any letter of the alphabet, any number of the fucking numbers. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, no matter how many times you try to change the name, no matter how many times you try to do the mental gymnastics, communism was called communism for that reason. Total control over a race of people. That's what it birthed from.
Imperialist and not the other, because one imperialist wants to wipe me out and everybody that's like me out, and the other one is my country. It's pretty obvious. Why do you think? Yeah, duh. Like, because one wants to kill me and the other one doesn't. Are you fucking stupid? Like, wait. Would you expect some kind of like complex Reddit answer? No. Why do you support it?
We got a stir. How's it going? Stealing husband's mannerisms too. Come on, kid. Who are you? I'm the one in my feelings. LOL, you guys are so lost. You're so brainwashed and hate-filled. You are incapable of having a good faith discussion. How is that whenever you're immediately calling people names? Like you should go back to work at Walmart because nobody cares about. I was a firefighter. I worked at Walmart whenever I was like fucking, I don't know, 20. I went to college and became a firefighter. I've saved people's lives, dipshit. Communism is a crock of shit. Dude, you're cooked if you don't think like, I guess next you're going to say the earth is flat and that we never went to the moon, right? I guess that's next on your to-do list, is it? I'm a millennial, dumbass. I was born January of 95. I'm actually a fucking millennial. I'm 31. I was a United States Postal Service rural carrier. I was a school bus driver. I still have a CDL license. Is that it? But I'm supposed to. Well, what's your contribute? I did contribute to society. What have you done for society other than to advocate for terrorists? I've put out fires and saved people's lives. I've done CPR on a fucking baby. What have you done for society? What have you done for your community? What have you done? Have you done anything? I know what you're doing. You're advocating for terrorism. The other isn't your enemy. That's vague posting. Stop vague posting. Be specific. Hatermonger? I'm just gonna ban you because you're fucking stupid. You're a fucking dumbass. Oh, do this. What have you done? You don't even answer the questions and you want me to say, you're calling me a hatermonger. I don't know what the fuck that means. You want me to believe that you're going to say anything in good faith whenever you're out the gate calling people names, calling other people in chat names, saying that I shouldn't believe things. How is anybody supposed to do anything with this conversation? Yet I'm supposed to be, bro, you started in bad faith. You immediately started talking shit about Kirk, a man that lost his life expressing his freedom of speech. And you want me to say, take anything you say? Seriously? Why don't you actually go out and contribute to society and get away from your monitor? You might do some good in the world. You might actually learn something, dumbass.
Theocrat tyrant and not one the other. If you agree on philosophy, why do you restrict yourself to borders? Definitely.
Yeah, we hear every day. We hear every single fucking day, 8 a.m. to 11:30. Sub to the channel. Check out the channel membership. W channel membership people, by the way. Y'all are absolute beast mode. W all channel membership peoples and all constant viewers. If you're too scared to sub to the channel, I get it. I understand. I know what it's like to be alienated by people because you have a certain view, or you have a clearer thinking brain than some idiots around you. I get it. Here's a little tip for you. Go through your history and remove your recent watched. That's to the silent majority of people that are watching that are too scared to say anything. And you're not being a coward. I understand. I get it. Every day that I put on this camera and I start talking about this, I know I'm painting a target on my back too. I don't expect you to carry that target. I get it. Just showing up every day is more than enough. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Crashing Republicans want to come on.
So what, dude? You think because you did CPR, you're a fucking wonder boy? Will you think that because you're getting in someone's chat, you're going to convince them whenever you're being dishonest? Or not dishonest, you're going to be, Millennials didn't bother asking any questions before. What the fuck do you care now? So what, dude? Think because the CPR fucking, and it doesn't make me wonder why this country is so fucking shitty. This country is the best country in the world. I get to wake up in the morning and find out that we're launching a 3-manned mission to go around the moon and that we're planning to go back to the moon. I get to wake up in the morning and know that we're shoving missiles up schizo killer asses in a foreign country using a big black flying Dorito that's worth more than their GDP. I live in the best country in the world. I can say what I want, and for the most part, I can do what I want. I can have an opposing political view without fear of persecution from the police. I'm sure there's a lot of Iranians that wish that they had the same thing. I live in the best country in the world because I can work at Walmart, and then I could turn around and work at Sonic, and then I could turn around and work at an independent school district as a school bus driver, and then I could turn around and work at the United States Postal Service, and then I could decide at the age of 26 to go to college and get a certification to go and fight fire and be an EMT and save people's lives. I'm not told at birth what my job is going to be. Or because I'm a certain race or gender, I get disenfranchised. I live in the best country in the entire world. And it's because of that, you get to sit in this comment, you get to sit in this chat and say opposing views. You're privileged and you don't even know it. Think about the 45,000 people that were systematically hunted down and killed in Iran. You get to sit here and have your opposing view because you live in this country, dipshit. You're an idiot. Why else do you think you can see communist flags being waved down in a protest? I have a privilege of being an American. I don't have to worry about dirty air like the Iranian people. I have power if I can afford it. I have water. Most places you go to in America, if you go up to them and ask for some drinking water, in just about any restaurant, they're required by law to give you a cup with some water. Just being alive and being born in America, we are privileged than over 85% of other countries in the world. We have the biggest military, and we have the best military. So suck it, third worlder.
This is honestly, this is probably the most millennial outfit that you can possibly have. From a 10-year-old meme. You know when they added an item for Left Shark into World of Warcraft? It was in Warlords of
They're sure... Wait. Well, here. Then you can maybe go to someone's chat who's preaching those places. There you go. Where did that guy? Dude, don't get mad at clowns. Clowns are the purpose for the... That's right. Hey, man, look at it this way. I think the whole reason why there's so many more of these people hopping around is because we don't have circuses like that anymore. People started getting scared of clowns, so these clowns didn't have anything else better to do. You know? They just don't have anything else better to do.
Draenor. That was like 10 years ago.
They can't go to college and be a clown anymore, so they gotta call other people clowns and take that welfare. You know what I'm saying? Or be their little Nepo babies.
Oh my god.
By the way, only in America can you have a fucking Nepo baby that's sitting there telling you that your rights are should be taken away and given to some third worlder, right? Because there's nothing like hearing from somebody that's lived a privileged life that doesn't know what it's like to struggle, telling you how you should live yours. Don't you just love that? Well, why don't you just go get that job? Well, why don't you just go do this? Well, why don't you just buy a car? Shut the fuck up.
Oh, is it Baby Shark? Oh.
You realize that in order for something like that to happen, you have to sacrifice a lot of rights. Like no guns, no freedom of speech, no right to assembly, no peaceful assembly, no freedom of speech, period. Are you willing to do what it takes to get there? Or are you just saying that because you have a half-cocked idea? That's the real question.
Well, what about sacrificing diversity? Like, that's the real question.
Diversity, you'd have to sacrifice that as well. They don't support LGB there as well either. They don't support that there.
Because whenever I look at pictures of China, you know what I see?
I haven't seen a lot of rainbow flags over there.
Chinese. I don't see a whole lot of anybody else. Maybe there's some white people there. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a connecting.
Can you imagine?
I love this mentality. trained cops and children are taught to move out of the front of a car. Well, let's say you get pulled over on the side of the road, and it's a cop. I'm sure everybody knows they're not supposed to flee from police, right? I would assume they know that you're not allowed to do that, correct? Justifying executing citizens. I'm sorry, but if I see somebody get run over, let me put this to you in better standards. If you're a law enforcement person and you're about to get run over, that person that's trying to run you over, rest in piss, you won't be missed. Rip bozo, enjoy jumping over hot coals in hell. You know better than to hit the gas pedal and on anybody holding a gun or with anybody that has a gun. So let's say it wasn't a police officer and it was a gang member and they're holding an AK in their hands or they have a gun out and you go to run them over and they shoot and kill you. Instead of getting out of your car and having any form of self-preservation, I'm sure you'd be advocating for that too, right? Come on. Are we really going to do this?
Imagine a world where
Lord, have
every
mercy.
one of these groups gets totally packed up. Like, Iran is basically neutralized. You have all the terrorist groups, the Islamic terrorist groups that have been effectively neutralized as well. And then you have Cuba that gets deleted. And then you have Venezuela that's already improving. I mean, these people, like, it's going to be a really bad piece.
It don't matter if you run from ICE. Run from ICE. Don't try to run one of them over. If you're willing to run over a federal agent, just imagine if she had gotten away and she hit a kid that was crossing the street down the road. You think she would have stopped? No. She'd have kept going. You're talking about somebody that had her own kids taken away from her. She had her kids taken away from her. Her parents were watching over her kids. They had been taken away from her.
On Earth, yeah, it'd be a lot better. Isn't it crazy that almost every single person that's part of this, they're all
brain dead. They're idiots. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing there.
Old.
Yeah, they're old too. They're all white. Most of them are white.
Old, right? But besides that, look at the he's about probably my age, so kind of old, right? And so yeah, look at them all. They're all old. Yeah, they're all old retards.
It's sad that ICE has more diversity than the No Kings protests, ain't it? Okay. Oh, so stick around because I'm gonna probably go live again here in a few minutes. We'll probably go live for another like 10 or 11 minutes, probably about 11 minutes. We're gonna be watching the fishies. I gotta play ball game, if you know what I'm saying, to stay in the graces of the court. So yeah, stick around. We'll be back in a couple minutes. I'll probably, like I said, I'll be doing this for the remainder of this month and in April, I believe. So like, hold on, wait. I think yeah. So for a while, I'll probably be doing this for a while. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new viewers. Sub to the channel. Hit like on the stream. Hold on, wait. I need to get my. We'll be back tomorrow. We're here every day, so please sub to the channel. I can't promise that I'll be popping up and under the YouTube's good graces of the algorithm. If you want to join the, I'm going to call it the after stream, which will be going live after I'm able to use the bathroom and set up all the stuff that I need to do for tomorrow, which should take like a couple minutes, not that long. We'll be reacting to some fish, testing out a new thing, and probably looking at a little bit of wildlife, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be talking about politics. It's going to be the calm after the storm. So we'll be relaxing for about 10 or 11 minutes, and then I'm going to be heading out for the day. So W new viewers, W returning viewers, W channel memberships, W, we didn't get any donos. We haven't gotten donos in a little while, and that's okay. That's no biggie. W memberships, W new chatters. We're here every day, so please stick around. Hold on.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show.
There we go. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we'll figure out what's going on with the Iran war. Hopefully they actually do the ground invasion. I'm hoping they do. And if they do, go get them, boys. Go get them. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Stay away from crazy people, because if you don't and you get turned into one, then I'm going to make fun of you. You know, try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. And I'll see you boys in a little bit, alright? If you don't show up for that stream, we will be back on to the normal schedule tomorrow with the after stream there as well. But you know, normal 8 a.m. to 11:30. So. Peace, boys.
Because you are behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I